Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. So today, inshallah, I want to talk about this video I saw on NBC News. If you don't know what that is, it's a news station in America. It's very well known. And they had posted this short little clip on YouTube talking about this mosque that's located in California, and how this mosque has a female imam who, if you watch the video, which I'll link down below, inshallah I don't forget, but she is the one leading the prayer, and there are men and women in back of her. She is leading men in the prayer. Yes, this is a very huge problem. And even in the video, you can see that there are men and women next to each other, standing shoulder to shoulder. There's no separation. And two, they're not wearing proper hijab to be even praying in. One of the ladies has no hijab at all, zero hijab. And there are also men. A woman cannot lead a man in salah, in prayer. And there needs to be a separation between the two genders. Typically, the men's side will be in front or the biggest part of the mosque, and then the women will have a separate area. And it might be smaller, probably, and it will be in the back of them because... And in the video, she talks about how she went into a mosque and the women's side was smaller and behind the men, as if she was inferior to them. Sister, my sister. Well, women don't need a bigger space than the men do. The men actually need a bigger prayer space because women don't need to go to the mosque. There's no obligation upon women to go to the mosque for any reason. It doesn't matter if it's Eid or Juma. We don't have to go to the mosque. Rather, men, they have obligations. For example, the Juma prayer. When it's Juma, they have to go to the mosque to pray. This is mandatory for them. Or if it's the Eid prayer, and so on and so forth. And just in general, like any other random day, it's greater or better for a man to go to the mosque and to pray in the mosque to get extra reward for his prayer. But for women, that's not the case. It's better for a woman to pray at home. So really, there's no need, there's no reason why women would go to a mosque. There's no reason. There's no mandatory reason upon us to go to the mosque to pray or whatever. So that's why the women's space is always smaller, because like I said, women don't need to go to the mosque, and they rarely go compared to the men. And why do the women pray behind the men? Well, would you want to stand in front of the men? I mean, think about when we pray. We do physical actions when we pray. We bend, we go on the floor, we stand up. It's a physical thing. And bending and doing this in front of men, it's not very appropriate. That will take away from our hijab. That will take away from our modesty. And when you're praying, you don't need to be looking at the opposite gender, getting distracted and having thoughts and then there's no need for it. And again, women and men aren't together praying side by side because free mixing is not allowed in Islam, my sister. And what she is doing clearly in this video and in the mosque is that there is free mixing, no proper hijab, women being the imam for men. This is all unacceptable. It's all unacceptable. I've never in my life have heard a scholar say women can lead the men in prayer. I've never heard this ever in my life. And I don't think any of you have either, because it's not something we do. This is not what Islam is. And if we think about it, women are more of a distraction towards men than they are to us. That's just how we were made. But this segregation of men and then the women is to protect each of us, where we don't have to free mix. We don't have to get occupied looking at the other gender. So when I hear this from Muslim women saying, oh, we're behind the man, we only have a small place to... Yes, this is how it is. That's how it's supposed to be. You don't have to go to the mosque to pray. Unless you so happen to be outside and then there's a mosque and then you go and pray. Sure. I'm not saying women can't go. Yes, a woman can go to the mosque. But I'm saying there's no obligation. There's no mandatory ruling in Islam for a woman having to go to the mosque. But she can go. There's other things that happen in the mosque, like Sunday school or Quran classes. Then maybe a sister would go, right? This is totally fine. I'm not saying women can't go to the mosque to pray or to do anything. Yes, you can. But it's not an obligation. For men, there is an obligation for them. Therefore, they need a bigger space, because more men will be going and attending the mosque than women would. And I was looking up at their website, and I was looking at one of their posts on their website, and it's showing a non-hijabi woman. I don't know if she's Muslim or not. I don't know. Oh, she is. And she's a female Muslim DJ. That's how they put it. So they're having a get together or whatever you want to call this, and there will be a female Muslim DJ in the mosque. Sisters, this is ridiculous. First off, music is haram. And this is a mosque. When you enter a mosque, you have to be modest. You have to wear modest clothing. You don't just go inside without hijab and this and that. No. You will go in with proper hijab on. And this female Muslim DJ has no hijab, is not covering her aura. And they allow this in their mosque. They allow gay people in their mosque. They allow them to show they're gay or whatever. I have yet to see one halal thing from this. I don't even classify this as a mosque. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, women cannot be imams for men. And women and men cannot be shoulder to shoulder in prayer. And women cannot pray without wearing proper hijab. This is not good. And they're like trying to change Islam, or I don't know what their goal is, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching. This is not okay. It's not okay. And even if you go on their website, you can see the founder of this mosque, and it shows a picture of her. Then when you scroll down, there's a picture without her hijab on. I don't know, maybe she's a convert or something, but still, you cannot be posting images of yourself back then with no hijab on. Doesn't matter if you're, I don't know, convert or whatever. This is still unacceptable. So please, my brothers and sisters, don't go to these mosques. Don't give in to these mosques. Rather, go there and explain to them that this is not Islam. This is not right. This is not okay. Don't go to these types of places. This is like, I don't even know what we want to call this. This is like Shaitan's work. I don't know. And they actually think they're doing something good. That this is a good thing. Women can lead women, but not men and women. And they are standing shoulder to shoulder, the men and women, with no proper hijab also. Okay, so that's all for this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos. Assalamu alaikum. Bye, guys.